What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Yo Nerd, the podcast where we talk about nerd culture news, share opinions, and debate on pretty much anything. I'm Jace.
I'm Zion.
I'm Noah.
All right, so Daredevil episode 3, In the Hollow of His Hands, released yesterday. I'll give a quick recap and then we'll jump into our thoughts. So this episode centers around the trial of Hector Ayala, who was convicted for potentially murdering a police officer. Matt's obviously his defense, and the trial goes back and forth. He didn't really kill him, but obviously the cops are trying to make it seem that way. And then their key witness that was going to prove him to be innocent cracks under the pressure, and their entire case is kind of thrown out the window. So last minute, Matt reveals that Hector Ayala is the White Tiger. He reveals that he is a vigilante, and then they use that in their case to show people that, oh, Hector is a good guy. He goes out and risks his life to help people. There's people that come and give testimonies, things like that. So ultimately, the jury finds that Hector is not guilty, but as he goes back out, as he's free and released, they made it seem like maybe the first night he's back as the White Tiger out on the streets, he is killed by a man sporting the Punisher logo. So meanwhile, while all this is going on, Wilson Fisk and his wife Vanessa are disagreeing on how they handle their new responsibilities. Obviously, Fisk is mayor, but Vanessa really wants to still run the criminal empire that really she's built as Fisk has been gone. So there's a lot of tension between the two of them. But politically, Fisk pledges to take, punish vigilantes as part of his, promise that he ran on. And he's committing to this pledge as the White Tiger is getting killed, making it seem kind of like he's involved with this situation. So, guys, a lot of thoughts in this episode. A lot happened. I do want to say before we get into everything, rest in peace and prayers for the family of Camar de los Reyes, who played Hector Ayala, the White Tiger. He passed away prior to the release of this show from cancer. He was battling cancer. So prayers to his family. He gave a great performance in this show. I really loved the character that he gave him, even with the small amount of time that he was given. Thought he did a great job. So let's get into it, guys. What'd you think?
Man, rest in peace to the White Tiger. I don't know why they keep doing us like this, man. They make us feel so happy, and then they just take away the characters instantly.
Yeah,
it was so sad.
I kind of felt like they did the character a little dirty.
They did.
I get the role that they're trying to, story-wise, what they're trying to do. I respect it, but I'm like, dang, like I kind of wanted at least give him a fight.
Right.
Like he literally walking down the street and just gets popped.
Yeah. Like
I'm like,
how did
give
he
him
not
a
notice?
cool fight. I don't even know. Man, I was so mad. I was so mad.
That was instant. They didn't give him any time at all.
No.
As far as the whole actual courtroom episode, I loved it personally. I think I just I'm a little biased because I like court episodes and shows and things like that. Like if you watch Suits, I've watched a little bit of Suits, but just in general, when they do the whole trial thing, I find that really enjoyable. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I liked it a lot.
I found it enjoyable. I think there were some elements of it that seemed a little corny to me.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not too familiar with that kind of stuff, so I don't want to act like an expert on all this or, oh, that wouldn't happen or anything like that. I have no clue. But just there were certain elements of it that just it felt a little corny in the show. But I'd say overall, I did enjoy the courtroom aspect of it, and I like that they're leaning into this side of the character.
Yeah, I think especially a whole big part of it was Nicky Torres's part, even though nobody likes him now. None of the viewers like him. I think that was a big part, like a big aspect of it, building the suspense of whether or not he was going to, first of all, show up, and then secondly, actually testify to help clear Hector's name. But I I don't know. I thought it was because I'm trying to think. It, it was different. It took itself a little more seriously than She-Hulk did.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
She-Hulk, I was not enjoying any of the courtroom scenes. It just wasn't entertaining to me. But this was different. It was different, and I mean, it was a good different.
Mm-hmm.
But
I enjoyed it. It to me, it just felt like one of the first 3 seasons of Daredevil. Like it felt like just one of those episodes. I didn't really miss Foggy or Karen. It was cool. It was focused on Matt, which is nice. Don't make that face. I'm actually very happy that they got rid of both those characters. Obviously, it's
Dang.
unfortunate that Foggy died.
nah,
I
Karen
just was
can
starting to
go.
like him.
Nah, Karen can get out of here. But
But
Rip,
one of my only kind of criticisms of the first 3 seasons of Daredevil was I feel like Daredevil wasn't in the show that much. I feel like Matt wasn't anywhere near being the main character. I feel like Fisk was the main character, and then Punisher was probably when he was in there, he was the main character. Elektra took a lot of time away, and then there also was Foggy and Karen. So there was just too much going on. And I think by taking away those two, they've really made it Matt. And if it's not a scene with Matt, it's a scene with Fisk, which I think is where the show's always been at its best. So I actually am really looking forward to the rest of this
no,
season.
that's really true. Like that. Now that you say that, that makes a lot of sense. Because I was just thinking about Daredevil season 2. It was like Elektra. It was like an Elektra show. It wasn't a Daredevil show, really.
Yeah.
But now you actually have dedicated, not even Daredevil, because we haven't even seen that much of
Yeah, it's been
Daredevil.
Matt.
It's just been Matt Murdock and like his legal. Like I'm enjoying it as much as it's a superhero show. Like they give him aspects of being a superhero while being Matt Murdock, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree for the reverse of what you're saying, Noah, because while I see what you're saying in terms of the original Daredevil series focused a lot on other people, and so you kind of felt like, hey, this show should be about Daredevil. What it did a good job of is really fleshing out the supporting cast, making you really care about them. And the problem I'm having with the show now is I don't care about any of these other people that are around Daredevil. I don't care about Cherry. I
Nobody
don't
cares
care
about
about his
Terry.
new I don't care about his new partner. I forget her name.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But they're
You
not
know?
like they don't have their own scenes. It's a scene with Matt almost every time. It's like the other time,
Yeah.
I swear, season 2, like a good chunk of the show was just Karen and Ben together on their own little journalist thing. And it was like it
It's
just
true,
took
and it
a
was it
lot
was too
away.
much. It was too much, but I think if they could find a better balance, I'm cool with new characters, but show me why I should care about them. Because right
Yeah.
now I don't. I could care less if something happens to Cherry or the other lawyer in the firm. Because we've been giving like zero character
Yeah.
with them. So I get what you're saying, and you're right. The show is best when it focuses on Matt and Fisk, and so having the time to really do that is a strength. But it's hard when you can't really care or feel like there's depth to anything else in the show.
And speaking of Fisk, I don't know about you, but for me, like I'm not really that engaged on whatever is going on with him and Vanessa. I feel like obviously it's a Daredevil show, so the focus is supposed to be on Matt Murdock. But for this
Let's be
last
real though.
episode, yeah, yeah.
It's supposed to be on Fisk too.
I mean, yeah, for sure. It's just I don't like this last episode. I was like, oh, let's get every time Fisk and Vanessa were on the screen, it was just like them talking really awkwardly and just like sitting across from each other like 15 feet apart, just like talking. I'm like, all right, let's get back to the court case now. But
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. I'm sure it'll get better, especially once they, Daredevil and Kingpin have conflict. But we'll see.
I'm down with the talking and the character exploration between Fisk and Vanessa when it's done well.
Right.
Because in the old show, and I don't want to be that guy. I'm trying really hard not to be that guy. That's why I was like, in the old show. But they had some really compelling scenes together and a really compelling story with Fisk and Vanessa and their relationship and everything that happened there. And right now, I think there's two problems. One, I'm still wondering, what is Fisk doing? They haven't really answered the question of why he wants to be mayor, what he wants to do for the city. They haven't done a great job fleshing out the crime families that they're supposedly dealing with. That scene was funny to me, man. It was so bad when their assistant meets with the heads of the families. I'm like, first off, who are these guys? Because none of them look like gangsters or like
Yeah,
leaders of crime families. And then the dude in the tracksuit,
Mhm.
bro, I was like,
bro, that was
who is
yeah, like that whole bridge scene was so corny. Like, of course it was like under a bridge, and
of
like
course.
all there was just it was really corny. I was like,
Yeah.
because I at first I wasn't really like paying attention. I was like, are these like crime families? Like you said, I'm like, who are these dudes? And they're
Yeah.
like trying to be all tough, like push each other around. I'm like, okay, you guys are y'all are not tough,
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it makes it a little harder to take it serious. Because
right?
I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, ain't no threat there.
Yeah.
Especially when we have shows right now like The Penguin. Yeah, it's not really always fair to compare to other things.
Hmm.
But in that case, it's like you feel like there's a threat at all times with these guys.
Hmm.
Like they could do anything. They are dangerous people. And in this show, I don't feel the sense of danger yet. I don't feel like, oh, there's actually criminals who are really dangerous, can really do something. It feels there's a step of maturity that I think the show is missing right now. Just in my view, where it feels kind of everything's very surface level and they're not willing to dive deep yet.
How many episodes is it again? How many total are they gonna have?
I don't know. I think
It
10.
was that's it.
Let me see.
It was originally like 20 some, right? Or like 18.
Oh wow, 9 episodes. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I don't want to be so down on it cuz it has some really compelling stuff in it.
100%.
Charlie Cox is fantastic in the
Yeah.
role. And
Mhm.
I even love just his Matt Murdock, like him joking around with the cop that he fought with, who apparently is fine and
Yeah.
alive.
There's no way that dude got up from that, by the way. There's no way that dude just walked away with one black eye. There
Right?
is no way. I'm so sorry. He got
Yeah.
destroyed. I thought he was dead for sure. And he's
Hmm.
just up and walking around. Nah, there's no way.
Yeah. That was fine. Oh man. Also, it just hurt that much more when at the end, after White Tiger died and the credits start rolling, you
There's
hear the
no.
frogs that he was talking about and the beach in Puerto Rico. Dude.
Well, before you heard the frogs, there was literally nothing. No music,
Yeah.
just straight.
No,
Nothing.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I got a question for y'all. Well, actually, I have two questions. First, did y'all hear the name drop during the courtroom?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I just saw a video about it today. When he's saying some of the cops that are defending the White Tiger, the last one he says is Morales.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh
Did
wow.
they say? Oh, I
He's
do
like
remember
Officer
that. It was
Morales. That's the
Officer
last one.
Dang.
We're getting Miles. Wow, we're getting Miles.
Wait, but his dad's last name is what's Davis?
I don't
No,
care.
that's Aaron Davis. It's Jeff Morales.
I think oh, did he change it to Morales?
I don't even know. Maybe.
Because it was originally like Jeff Davis, but I think I don't even know. There's a weird story with it. It's like he was kind of ashamed of his family history, and so he changed it to Rio's name. Anyway, that's dope though.
That is crazy. I need
That'd be
I
a
need
wild twist. We
need
get
Miles
like
in the MCU.
his dad in here or something. Yeah,
That'd be
that'd
crazy.
be
That'd be
dope.
crazy.
What
All
was
right,
your
and the
second
second
question?
one, the ending. What do you all think is going on with the whole Punisher thing?
Yeah, because you see the
Like,
logo multiple places around the
yeah,
city. Is it kind of reminds me of like not like a cult, but like a movement. Like
Mhm.
random example, like in the Legend of Korra, the whole Amon
Mm,
non-bender sort of thing, and
Equal,
his
yeah,
logos everywhere.
yeah.
It's kind of like that, is what I think.
yeah. So here's my theory on it because I think they're commenting on how the Punisher has been used in real life. Because a lot of that kind of gets into political territory. But a lot of like really far right extremists have adopted the Punisher. Like you'll see at events and things like that, you'll see the Punisher logo and shirts and things like that. It's kind of like a symbol for people, for violence, for exacting their sort of justice, twisted sense of justice, things like that. And that's kind of been something that over the years has become more and more prevalent. So I think what they're doing is they're doing that in the show as well, to where there's like dirty cops and people that have adopted the Punisher as like a sort of movement. But I think he's gonna come in and be like, no, like you guys don't get to take my thing, because the Punisher was against criminals and like people that were doing messed up things, but then people kind of took it to mean I can exact my sort of extreme violence in whatever way I mean. And I think he's gonna come and like put a stop to the dirty cops and the things like that that has adopted his logo and his identity and things like that. That's my theory with it. And I think it's kind of smart because then it even takes power away in real life of like, no, the Punisher wouldn't be cool with y'all. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
not it.
not his
So,
thing.
so I think that's kind of dope. So we're at episode 3. There's 6 episodes left in the season. What do you want to see moving forward? When do you guys think we're actually going to get Daredevil? Because I think honestly, Matt's kind of annoying me a little bit right now. Number one, his like whole anti-vigilante thing, it makes a lot of sense where he's at and what he felt like. But the way he did Hector and just revealing his identity,
Yeah, that
that
was
was the
crazy.
thing that actually got him killed.
Yeah,
Because people know now, oh, I know who you are. He was able to be made a target. It kept him out of jail, but it ultimately like ended his life.
yeah, that was
So,
crazy.
what do you guys think moving forward is going to happen, and when do you think we're actually going to get Daredevil?
Uh, I don't even know because this just gives Matt more reason to not want to be a vigilante. Like they're going
Mm,
after vigilantes, like just straight people with the Punisher logo, just straight, killing people who are vigilantes.
yeah,
I don't know if this is going to be like something that further delays him in becoming Daredevil. He's going to have to eventually, obviously, but I don't know. I hope we get it within the next couple of episodes because there's only 9.
I'd probably say episode 7. I could see them pushing it to even 8 because they've done that multiple times in past
oh,
seasons.
I
But
hope
I think
not.
hopefully they'll give it to at least 7.
Yeah.
I feel like they might do
Oh,
like a
you
3
hope that
episode.
happens?
Well, I don't think they're gonna do it in the next couple episodes. I feel like they might do like a 3 episode arc type thing. So I feel like this next part is gonna be hopefully Punisher gets introduced, and we get more of that, more FISK build up. Hopefully, kind of turns more into Kingpin, and then hopefully that's what gets Daredevil to come out in the last 3 episodes.
Yeah. I need Kingpin back, man. This guy, I'm not for the Mayor Fist thing.
Me either. But I
Yeah.
think I still think it's all a front. Like I don't think it's for real. Like he's not actually trying to be mayor. He's only trying to be mayor to get like to grow his empire. But
But even still, he's like,
yeah,
oh, things need to be clean, Vanessa. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't even know. Like, I need more for the Fist character. What's going on? I need some motivation.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
No, you
anyway,
think?
that is our. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say no. You think King Daredevil can come back like 6, 7 episodes?
I was gonna say that, and then I had to change it to 7-8 just so I didn't do it. I was gonna say episode 6 or 7.
Sorry, go ahead. Go
Y'all
ahead.
are too much. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that is our reaction to Daredevil Born Again episode 3. Please tell us down below what you thought of all this White Tiger, Daredevil, the whole storyline so far, where you think it's going. Share your thoughts down below.